Hello, my name is Bob Rodini, and I want to introduce you to a clever problem that I found on the Riddler puzzle section of the 538.com website. Here's the URL if you want to check it out. They call it, "Can you eat more pizza than your siblings?" And it involves pizza and math. Now that's a great combination, don't you think? Here's the puzzle. You have not one, but two pizzas. And you have two older siblings who think they can trick you. They position the two pizzas such that the circumference on each pizza crosses the center of the other. Now this overlap allows the cutout of a football section of pizza that is double thick. The question is, should you take this football-shaped section or either of the crescent-shaped sections? Which choice will give you more pizza to eat? Now you can pause the video and try to solve the puzzle, or just continue watching. Let's solve the pizza puzzle. First, we convert the pizzas to circles with radius 1. Each circle has an area of pi. That's cool since we're talking about pizza pie. Now we have to figure out something about the football shape. The first thing we observe is that we can draw these lines from the centers of either circle to construct two equilateral triangles. We know each side is the same length because each side is the radius value of 1. With this insight, we know that this angle is 60 degrees and this angle is 120 degrees. Now we are in a position to use a theorem from geometry that states that the area of a sector of a circle is proportional to the angle that forms the sector. Therefore, the sector on the right has area pi over 3, and the rest of the circle has area 2 times pi over 3. We now see visually that for the most pizza, it is better to choose the football shape, which is double thick, than to choose the crescent shape. That's because of the two slivers on each side of the football. By the way, those slivers are called lunes of the circle. There is an ancient geometry problem called the quadrature of the lune that's really interesting if you want to investigate. Now, visual proofs are acceptable by some, but not by others. Here is another challenge. Calculate the size of the double football and compare it to the size of the crescent-shaped pizza. Pause the video now and recall some facts about an equilateral triangle. You can use a calculator for the values of pi and the square root of 3. Here's how we will proceed. We want to know the area of the football. We know that the football contains two triangles. We will show in a minute that the area of each is square root of 3 divided by 4. We also know that the area of the sector within the football has value pi over 3. The equilateral triangle has side length of 1. Since the sides are equal, each of the interior angles is 60 degrees. If we drop a perpendicular from the apex, we have a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. We use the Pythagorean theorem to conclude that the height is square root of 3 over 2. The area formula for a triangle gives the value of square root of 3 over 4. We know that the area of the sector is pi over 3. We have just calculated the area of a single triangle, so we just double it to get the area of both triangles, which is the square root of 3 over 2. Now the area of the sector is composed of two triangles and two lunes. We just do some algebra and compute the area of a single lune, which turns out to be the quantity pi over 3 minus the square root of 3, that whole quantity divided by 2. We can now compute each of the areas and compare numbers. A sub c is the area of the crescent shape on the left and right. A sub f is the area of a single football in the middle. Its area is the area of two triangles and 4 lunes. Here is the expression for that, which computes to around 1.228. Since this pizza area is double thick, we double it to get 2.546. The area of A sub c is the area of the sector minus the area of 2 loons. This area has this expression, which computes to the approximate value of 1.913. So if your gut told you to opt for the football pizza, your gut was correct. I hope you enjoyed the pizza puzzle. If you are ever asked, can you eat more pizza than your siblings? You can quickly answer, yes.